Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a tip in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, ain't come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go in Western New York. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. They bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3 plays in, and a test. It's 3rd and 2. He'll try and get them. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Ready? Go. Bombers.
Mims sent in motion here. On second down, it's Nix. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That his second TD catch of the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, bump him down to the 23-yard line.
Five wide. We'll go.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
Brown 80!
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. That's a short pickup to about the 47. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
319! Middle. Go.
Allen going to give it to Cook. We'll get this to about midfield. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Tight. That's it! What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Second down, Nix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
What's that?
Now Allen on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. On first and 10, it's Allen. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
That's taken in. It's James Cook, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Buffalo.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down. So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10.
Stop. 180. It's out.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
180.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He's got it at the 7. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal.
5 wide. 180.
Now a design run. It's Allen looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
180.
On third and goal, here is Allen. And he's in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Bills. It's his second touchdown of the year. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. T.J. Sanders in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That deep for Olave. And that ball led him too far, maybe too far. Out of bounds, incomplete. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Nix from the gun on third down. He's got his man. That's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's first and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Here's Nix to throw. Pass is caught by Olave. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing is Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Captain. Show. Bombers.
On fourth down, here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well Power Rangers. March also dangerous. Y'all talk about
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first down, Allen. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Big-time play there for Buffalo. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Hey, tight.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
Middle.
A run up the middle with Cook. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Five wide. Half.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Push, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are back within 4 at 14-10.
Bills 10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Harvey. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Pushed out to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's gonna have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Captain. Bombers.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Denver.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Olay.
To throw is Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
58-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now Burton on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. And into traffic, but taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard.
Round 80. Alert. Look out.
He'll try and run here with Cook. He's got a first down inside the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
49-yard gain.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
At the 7-yard line.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Elijah Jones on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Middle.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, nice Nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Zone read, a give to Harvey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, the gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd down and 3. Back to throw is Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 36 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Draw play here for Harvey. A 2nd effort, and he is in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will go up by 7.
Broncos 24, Bills 17. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
2nd and 10.
319! Alert!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Round 80!
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
180! Hey, tight.
A design run here for Allen. Big opening up the middle. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. And this is no good. He missed the extra point. And they remain down by 1 in the 4th quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Bombers. Hold on, set. Ready? Away.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Ready? Go.
Olave is the motion man. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Bombers.
Throwing, Nix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Pinned off by Taron Johnson. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
On the stop. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Here's Cook. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead, but 1st and goal, you're thinking touchdown. But you can't lose yards on 1st down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
Sub. Ready? Monday. Middle.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Five wide. Alert! Attack!
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. Headed left, buying time. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Mims sent in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
First down, Broncos.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
On 4th down, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one. It is 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. As they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. 3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Out to his right, and he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd down. Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's swung out to Harvey.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one is complete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Nix gonna throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Allen down to a knee, and that should do it. So it's a win here for the Bills, and it is their 3rd consecutive victory.